Well, let's confirm this team news for you. Manchester United have made 8 changes from their Champions League quarter-final away to Porto. Only Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic, the 2 centre-backs, and midfield player Anderson started on Wednesday. There are 4 teenagers, the Brazilian twins Rafael and Fabio da Silva, Danny Welbeck, who has scored 2 goals this season in the FA Cup, and Federico Macheda, who starts a game for Manchester United for the first time after scoring 2 winning goals in 2 appearances as substitute.
28, Darren Gibson. Number 32, Carlos Tevez. And 41, Federico Macheda.
Everton have to replace their on-loan striker Joe, who's not eligible today, and in comes Louis Saha to face the club he left to go to Goodison Park. Other United connections in goalkeeper Tim Howard, of course, and the Everton skipper Phil Neville, who couldn't disguise his surprise when he saw the United absentees today, like Rooney and Ronaldo. So will it be Manchester United or Everton, who are about to kick off to face Chelsea, the stars of yesterday? Away we go. A familiar Everton, an unfamiliar Manchester United. Lescott. The tall Belgian international Marouane Fellaini, who scored 4 in his last 5 games and did score against United at Goodison Park earlier this season. Saha, for whom this is an extra special occasion. Jagielka and Lescott, centre-backs who've been used by England this season. Fellaini wins it. First shot from Osman, and referee Mike Riley is having followed the flight of the ball to make sure it wasn't going in. He's just checking out the well-being of Osman without giving Everton any free kick.
I think that also Fellaini will pull on to the fullbacks. They're not big players, Fabio and Rafael. If he can start getting headers up against them, I'm sure he'll win plenty of balls in the air.
And here's Macheda, for whom everything at the moment is in the realms of the spectacular.
He showed everything there, challenged for the first ball, good first touch, gets his shot away, just comes across it slightly. He's got a lot of strength for a young player.
I wouldn't say aerial work is the strongest suit for Macheda. He's got plenty of other things going for him, and he does have a bit of height. It's a challenge that sums up the intensity of a contest at this stage of the FA Cup.
That was Darren Gibson, fantastic tackle in central midfield. Ball just looked to have got away from him. Very fair as well.
Park. Here is Gibson. He's an international already with the Republic of Ireland. Anderson losing out. Fellaini saw the pass, and he's got it to Phil Neville. Hasn't really got the acceleration to make the most of that, but I think for a fraction of a second he thought, I could get one here against my old club.
It's a good run, a great ball from Fellaini. Ferdinand was actually playing him onside. I think he should get across the defender there. Take his first touch across the defender. Actually, Fabio does well to get back in the end.
10 previous FA Cup meetings, 5 wins apiece, including a final each. United in 1985, Everton in 1995. Here is Welbeck. And to set up Tevez. Can't quite wrap his foot round it in the end. Promising for Manchester United.
Great combination play between Macheda and Welbeck. Double 1-2 here. Brilliant play from those pair. Hibbert dived in. Tevez just takes his touch away. He lets the ball run, and Pienaar does well to get back from that wide left position.
Just played it away from Tevez, who couldn't disguise his disappointment then, because it was an opportunity. Just get in behind the Everton midfield and get at the back line. It's a good back line. They've been scoring a few goals recently, Everton. They've been letting a few in as well.
Saw their game last week at Aston Villa. Well, it was a good game.
Ben Foster's got very lucky. Sorry to cut across you, Stuart, but Saha was cutting across Ben Foster. I think he might poach a most unlikely goal.
It was too slow, Foster. Didn't get his touch out of his feet. He tried again. Good closing down from Saha. And he's very fortunate the ball goes straight back to him.
Raphael. Now Park. Vidic. Tevez. Welbeck. Rolled behind for a corner. Welbeck was trying to guide it goalwards. Could have been more than the corner for Manchester United.
Yeah, Tevez went deep to get the ball, switched the ball out to Raphael. It's a good cross into the box. Welbeck had a chance. Lescott was just moaning at Cahill for not going back there with Welbeck.
Working hard, but Hibbert successful with the back pass, and Howard's touch was not quite loose enough for Makeda to chase onto, as Saha did on Foster a few minutes back. Makeda nicely through for Welbeck. Those two have got the understanding of having played together.
This was a very clever ball from Makeda. Played at the other side of the defender. It was a good run from Welbeck. They certainly understand each other's runs. Tevez part of it as well, but here you think he's going to play it straight to Welbeck, but he plays it in behind Jagielka. Just doesn't get his foot round it.
Cahill. Would you expect to see much change in approach from either camp after what you've seen in the first half, Stuart?
Not really. I think that Tevez was the key in that first half of Manchester United's good play, finding that hole in behind Makeda. I also think the combination of Makeda and Welbeck down the left-hand side certainly caused problems. Everton, I think they need to get Leighton Baines in the game and get him forward more to get crosses in the box, and get Cahill in the box more when they're getting wide.
Anderson helping out to Vidic, who gave the ball away rather cheaply. Forward by Anderson, Tevez in pursuit. The flag has gone up. Baines. Fellaini took it well on the half-turn away from Ferdinand. Saha. Everton gathering a bit of momentum here, you feel. Cahill, parried away by Foster. Ferdinand first to react, but he can only play it out.
That's the first shot on target, and Cahill got it. It's a wonderful effort. Just bounced in front of Foster, but it was a good turn by Fellaini originally. Bit of passing movement from Everton.
Baines. Foster, well, he caught it pretty much waist height, inviting Cahill to come in and chase for it.
You always say catch it at its highest point. He certainly didn't do that, Foster.
Cahill, who can emerge from the shadows of a match to win a match.
Everton's already getting his boots on. He's going to be coming on.
But here goes Tevez, away from Lescott. And he checked back into Hibbert, who was just racing back, hoping that he could be of some use, and in the end he was very important to Everton.
Why, oh why did Tevez come back? He was in on goal, he could have hit the shot with his left foot. The movement of Makeda was really good. That had taken Jagielka away. Lescott was struggling to get back there.
Tevez goes again. Anderson. Now Park. Plenty forward for Manchester United here. Park! Oh, we haven't had many close calls. That was one of them. And this is for a Manchester United team that are playing a man short at the moment.
Again, it's Tevez in that position. Then he gets it to Anderson. 1v1. I don't think Park's got the pace to go outside, so he comes inside, hits it with his left foot. Good little drop of the shoulder, doesn't connect with it as he would have liked, just goes past the near post.
Wembley back to the rafters. A record FA Cup semi-final attendance, just pipping the All-London semi-final of yesterday. Makeda. Lescott, tempted to say, has the adult body really to deal with the youngster, the 17-year-old.
I think if it had been a race, Makeda would have won, but the ball was just played on the wrong side of him. That was an opportunity.
Anderson. It's a poor one from Tevez, trying to get back to him. Fellaini for Everton. After a good start to the second half, now a bit more concerned about what's going on in their own half of the pitch. Manchester United try to come again. Tevez. Held up by Jagielka. Welbeck making a run to try and help the Argentine. Gibson. Anderson. Gibson again. Anderson again. Makeda. Gibson. It's a good strike. It's a very good strike from a player who scored a couple of FA Cup goals this season.
Well, Everton didn't close the ball down. They were very lazy with their defending. It's a good strike. Howard took no chances, just palmed it away. The closing down from Cahill was very lax on that occasion.
There was a misjudgment here. Welbeck. Oh, and Mike Riley doesn't respond to the beseeching of the Manchester United fans and players to give a Wembley penalty, and Alec Ferguson wants to know why.
Well, he can't believe it. Welbeck showed pace. Everton were very sluggish defensively. I think they look tired at the moment, Everton.
Well, this is the biggest decision of the match so far. Jagielka on Welbeck.
Welbeck takes a good first touch. Well, it's got to be a foul, hasn't it, from Jagielka? And he's going to score the goal as well. Not only would it have been a penalty, it would have been a sending off as well, probably.
Makeda. Welbeck. Tevez hasn't had many touches of the ball recently. Waiting on the edge of the area. Here he is. This could be a telling touch, but it's well blocked by Lescott. Comes out to Raphael.
That was better from Lescott. Got out very quickly as Tevez backed off to get the shot in. Great defending.
Scholes trying to orchestrate Manchester United here. Anderson. A strong break from a player who's never scored a goal for Manchester United, but certainly one of his better efforts.
And he ran away from Rodwell. Rodwell gave up the chase. Leighton Baines didn't close him down quickly enough. But he's a left-footed player, Anderson, really.
Here's Tevez. To Welbeck, who's back on the left. And back running at Everton. He got a goal in a similar angle against Derby in the 5th round.
That was close. Hibbert couldn't get tight to him, so he built up a bit of pace, came inside. You can see exactly what he was trying to do. It was a good effort, just couldn't quite keep it down. You've got to show him wide. We've seen that he's got no left foot in the first half. Hibbert's got to show him down the line.
15 seconds of added time. The last Manchester United attack surely before extra time. Scholes. Extra time it is. They've slogged at it here in the second semi-final. Alec Ferguson was sure that Manchester United should have had a penalty earlier in the second half. Jagielka and Welbeck tangling, but it wasn't given, and we head for the extra 30 minutes at Manchester United 0, Everton 0.
So all square after the regulation 90 minutes at Wembley, and after another 30, the sides still couldn't be separated, so to the penalty spot it went. In the last 12 months, United has won the UEFA Champions League, Community Shield and Carling Cup on penalties, the latter two at Wembley, so was confident going into the shootout. Let's go back to London for all the drama.
Here we go. Cahill has missed it by a mile.
Well, it's a wayward one, isn't it? Tries to go for power.
For Manchester United, the calm, measured, and Stuart, you were spot on. Not a technical player, really, Tim Cahill. Certainly not when compared to Berbatov, who is highly gifted in terms of technique.
Saw him take a few penalties for Tottenham. He rolled them into the corners.
Yeah. He's got plenty of friends behind that goal as well. And he can't put it past Howard. So the technique didn't work for Berbatov, and we still haven't had a goal here at Wembley today.
Well, it was too casual on that occasion. Howard went very early. I think he just tries to pass it down the middle of the goal.
Leighton Baines is the name. A practice penalty taker, and it shows.
I think this hits the bar and goes in. Good strike, hits the underneath of the bar, into the back of the net.
Rio Ferdinand not flinching. As I say, he's done it at Wembley before. Community Shield success. Howard on the move, and Howard saves. Terrific for Tim Howard, the former Manchester United goalkeeper.
It's a great height for Howard to save. A couple of yards off the ground. No real power in it, and it's a good save.
Everton with the one successful shot of 4 penalties to this point, 2 apiece. Philip Neville, who's given so much to Manchester United, but in recent years has been totally to the Everton cause, and he scores! 2-0 Everton.
It's a really good penalty from Phil Neville, under a lot of pressure. Just allowed Foster to go one way, right in the corner. Well,
I haven't yet beaten Tim Howard, but Vidic with a very purposeful approach with the 3rd Manchester United penalty here. A little shimmy, and fired the post. It's 2-1.
Well, the way he ran up to it to start with, you thought it was going to be a blaster, then he stopped. Well, I'm not sure he connects with this quite as he meant to. Hits the post and rolls in.
Well, the responsibility for Everton passes to young James Vaughan. Just back, fit again, and good enough to play that battle of wits with Ben Foster and come out on top. He is a natural striker, a goal-getter. He's got a goal here that takes Everton nearer the FA Cup final.
He just got enough height on this. Foster chose the right way, but it's just above him. Now Anderson needs to score this one.
Very different circumstances than his Carling Cup penalty. When he scored, he won the trophy. And he does the job.
Very good penalty, long run-up. I think he waited for Howard to go one way and then just passes it into the corner.
It is this to win it, to get into the FA Cup final for Everton and Phil Jagielka. Eye on the ball. Everton have knocked out Manchester United in the semi-final. They will play Chelsea on May the 30th. The penalties have paid off. It's going to be a blue Wembley at the end of May. When it came to settling it from the spot, Everton, after a sticky start to the shootout, and 2 hours of goalless football here at Wembley, the penalties decided it. Chelsea will play Everton in the FA Cup final. Everton winning the second semi-final 4-2 on penalties.